Hello students of class 7, once again I am Sudhir and welcome back to my video. In today's video I will start a new chapter of your mathematics, and the new chapter is chapter number 11, and it is perimeter and area. My dear student, about the perimeter and area of any kind of shape or any kind of geometrical figures you have already come across in the lower classes, but now here in this class 7 you are going to study a little more about this area and perimeter regarding about some other new figures or new shapes in the geometry. So let me start here of this chapter 11, perimeter and area. My dear student, now you are going to study about the perimeter and area. So let us recall of those ideas about the perimeter. What is the perimeter of a shape? So any kind of shape you can find on this earth will have its boundary. I mean, any shape that you can find, you can see on this earth, you will draw a kind of line which make the shape. The line that you draw for the shape, it's called its boundary or called its edge. Okay, edge or boundary. So the whole line that you draw for the shape, that line is called the boundary line, or in the geometry it is known as the perimeter. The total length of the boundary of the figure is called perimeters. So there are different types of geometrical shapes. So according to the different type of geometrical shapes, we are going to find out the perimeter with different formulas. For example, a kind of shape is there called square, a shape is there called rectangle, a shape is there called triangle or polygons. So according to the different types of the shape, we are going to apply different formulas to find its perimeter. An area of shape. So what is the area of the figure? What is the area of a figure? For a figure, if you want to know about the area, just we draw the lines. We draw the line of the shape, and that particular line or that particular boundary enclose certain plane. That plane is called area. The plane that enclosed by the boundary of the shape is called its area. For example, a triangle is there. See, I'll just draw here a triangle. Triangle has lines, and these lines are called its boundary or edge, isn't it? So the boundary is called the perimeter, and you can see that some plane is enclosed by the line. This plane is called its area. The certain surface, the certain portion that enclosed by the lines or by the perimeter or by the boundary is called its area. For example, any shape is there. Some irregular shape is there, and you can see this line is boundary or the edge of the shape. So the surface that enclosed by its boundary is called its area. So when we talk about the area, this portion, the portion enclosed or the surface enclosed by the boundary is called its area, and the line that we draw at the edge or the boundary line is called perimeter. So this is the only thing that we have to know about. So what is the perimeter? The perimeter, actually we can simply understand the perimeter as total length of the boundary. The boundary line, the total length of the boundary line is called perimeter. So the perimeter here also, the total length of this all three sides of triangle is called its perimeter. We have a square, a rectangle here. We have a rectangle, so you can see that four lines are there. So four sides are there. This total length of the four sides is called its perimeter. Likewise, in square also you can find here like this. In square also, the total length of the four sides is also its area. Sorry, its perimeter. So when we talk about the area, that portion, okay, that portion which enclosed by the boundary or by the sides is called its area. Here also, the surface or the portion enclosed by the sides or the perimeter is called area. So we are going to find out the perimeter and the area of certain sets or certain figures. Okay, so let us uh, take some more example and try to know it. Okay. The rectangle is here. Let us think that this is L, this is B, means the length and the breadth. So length, let us say it is 15 centimeter and breadth is equal to 6 centimeter, for example. Okay. So if we want to find out the perimeter of this rectangle, then perimeter will be, yes. You have already known that some formula of the sets. You know the formula of finding out the perimeter of some sets there, isn't it? So, see, perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Means 2 into length plus breadth, isn't it? So here 2 into in the bracket L, we have this 15 plus 60. Then we have next 2 into 2 plus is how much? That is 21, isn't it? That means 42 centimeter. So 42 centimeter is the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay. And if you want to find out the area, this is about perimeter and area. For example, area. We know the area of the rectangle is L into B. That means length into breadth, isn't it? That means L how much? 15. Then 15 centimeter into 6 centimeter. So 15 into 6 centimeter, this is the 30, and here 90 centimeter square, because centimeter and centimeter are multiplied to centimeter square. Means 90 square centimeter is the area of the rectangle. Okay, so like this we have to find out. For example, a square is there. Okay, so now this is about the rectangle. Okay, now about the rectangle. This is about the rectangle, and the rectangles. Okay, perimeter. Its perimeter equal to 2 into L plus A equal to, isn't it? And area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is L into B, means length into B. So whenever you give the answer for area, you must put square on the units. Maybe centimeter square, or maybe meter square, or maybe kilometer. So they must be with the square. Okay, since they are multiplying again and again, centimeter square, isn't it? Centimeter into centimeter square. So like this. So let's look for the square again. Square. Now its perimeter will be 4 into side. Side will replace by s, 4s. Okay. Then area is side into side. There is side square. S square. S square means side square. Side square. Okay. Or you can say like this, side square. It is S square. Side square. So this is the formula to find out the perimeter and area of square. So let us take one example. For example, a square is there and it has a side is equal to 5 centimeter. So when you have one side as 5 centimeter for square, you must know that the other three sides of the square also will be 5 centimeter. Isn't it? So what happened now? The perimeter of the square is 4 into side. So here side is equal to 5 centimeter. That means 4 into 5 centimeter, isn't it? 4, 5 is 20. 20 centimeter is the perimeter of the square here. And in perimeter, you have to keep only the centimeter, not centimeter square. But in area, it should be centimeter square. That is not forget. Okay. Now here area. Area is equal to a square. Means side square. So side square. How much was the value of x? Value of s is 5, isn't it? That means 5 centimeter square. So 5 times the 25 and centimeter square. So 25 centimeter square is the area of the square. That is how we find out the perimeter and area of the rectangle and square. So let us do more of such type of problem in our exercise 11.1. Okay. So hello students, now we have question number 1. Question number 1 of the exercise 11.1. So in 11.1, some more questions are there, so I'll try to solve some and I'll give some for your practice. Okay. So let us start with question number 1 here. In question number 1, it's saying that there is a rectangular piece of land. So it has the length of 500 meter and breadth of 300 meter. And there is two questions again, one number 1 and one number 2. Then we have to find out in one number 1 its area and one number 2 the cost of land. The cost of land. Okay, the cost of land with certain rate. Okay, that I will show you in the question. But here let us try to do first Roman number 1. Roman number 1, what we have to find out? We have to find out the area. We know that area of rectangle is equal to L into B, then into breadth. That means L how much? 500 meter into breadth how much? 300 meter. Isn't it? Altogether you are getting here 1,50,000 meter square. So this is the total area of the land. Piece of land which is in the rectangular shape. Okay. Now in Roman number 2, what we are going to find out is that cost of the land. Cost of the land. Cost of the land if 1 meter square is equal to rupees. Okay, means 1 square meter. In 1 square meter or in 1 meter square, it costs rupees 10,000. So what will be the amount? So what we are going to do is that in 1 meter square is 10,000 rupees. But here how much the square meter here? 15,000 square meter. Isn't it? 15,000 square meter means so therefore the cost of the land equal to rupees 1,000, or you write first just 50,000 into 10,000. So we have to multiply this, isn't it? Then Equal to rupees how much? This is rupees, isn't it? 10,000. Then 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are getting here this much of amount. That is 1,500,000,000 rupees. If we show in Western system, okay. So this much amount is the cost of the, okay. Please note down. Hello student, next we have question number 3. Okay, so question number 2 is so simple, so I am giving this 2 for you. Okay, now we are reading question number 3. Question number 2 is very simple. It is about the square. You have to find out the area of the square with the given side. Okay, very simple. So I am leaving this question number 2 for you. Now we go to the next question. Question number 3. In question number 3 is saying that there is a rectangular plot and its area is 440 meters square and length given there as 22 meters. So what you have to find out is you have to find out the breadth. So what we will do for this, very simple. So we know that what we know? We know that area of rectangle is equal to L into B, length into breadth. Yes, of course, this length into breadth. Length into breadth, isn't it? Now we are going to, if area is given, then also given breadth, we are going to find out breadth, isn't it? So just you write down here that this implies that area, how much the area given here? 440 meter square. And equal to length how much? 22 meter, isn't it? And into breadth. This breadth we are going to find out. So I'll write this part on this side and this on the side. Just I'm extending the side. Okay, apply there breadth into length equal to its area. Isn't it? Yes. Now we are going to find out the breadth. Isn't it? For this, what we have to do is that we are going to divide 440 by 22. And here will be 1 meter, here will be meter square, isn't it? So the when you cancel, it will become only 1 meter. Okay. So this 22 to the 44, isn't it? And 0. And we are getting here 20 meter. So therefore, 20 meter is the breadth of the rectangular box. The answer is 20 meter. Okay. Please note down. Now, hello friend, the next question we have like this. Uh, there side of the square, okay, is given there, and the length of the rectangle is given as 90 centimeter, and we have to find out the breadth of the rectangle. So how we can find out the breadth of the rectangle? If we know the perimeter, or if we know the area of the rectangle, then we can find out its breadth there. But here nothing is given in the question, only the side of the square and length of the rectangle. But one condition is given in the question, that is area of the rectangle and area of the square are same. Once again, one condition has given in the question, that is area of the rectangle is equal to area of the square as per the question. Please go to the questions when you are practicing this question, okay, from the book. So the book is given that if the area of the square is equal to the area of the rectangle towards, then the side of the square is 60 centimeter and the length of the rectangle is 90 centimeter. Then we have to find out the breadth. How we can find out the breadth? If we know the area, yes, we will have the area of the rectangle. How? Because it's already given here that area of the rectangle is equal to area of the square. So area of the square we can find out because the side of the square is given there 60 centimeter, isn't it? So first of all, we have to find out the area of the square, isn't it? Let us find out the area of the square. Therefore, area of the square equal to side into side, s into side. That is side square. Just write down side square. Okay, side square. Side into side. Side square. That is how much? That's 60 meter square. 6 is 36. 0 we can make, and we have meter square. So 3600 meters square is the area of the square. If this area is the area of the square plot. Okay, square plot. So this area will be same as the area of the rectangle. Okay. Now what we are going to do is that, therefore, so we get the area of rectangle is equal to how much? So area of rectangle equal to 3600 meters square. Now we get it because it was given by the question. The question is saying the area of rectangle is equal to area of the square. So area of the square is 3600 meters square, isn't it? Now we can proceed to find out the breadth of the rectangle. Since the length is given, isn't it? We know that since area of rectangle is equal to L into B, implies that area what we got here, this must, isn't it? That is 3600 meters square equal to L how much? L 90 meter into breadth. So I write down again this part here, breadth into 90 meter equal to 3600 meter square. Therefore, that means we can find out the breadth now. Breadth will be 3600 divided by 90, and here meter square, here meter. So meter and meter square will be cancelled, we will get 1 meter here in it. Then here this 2 zeros can be cancelled. Now you are having here 360 divided by 9. That means how much? Yes, 40 meter. So 40 meter is the breadth of the rectangular length or rectangular approach. Okay, so the answer is 40 meter. So first of all, we find out the area of the square. Area of the square, we know that this side square 60 into 60 is 3600 meters square is the area of the square length. Okay, and area of the rectangular length is equal to the area of the square. It is given by the question, isn't it? Then the area of the rectangle will be the same as the area of the square. It is 3600 meters square. 3600 meters square. And now, since area of the rectangle is equal to L into B, then into breadth, isn't it? So area of the rectangle we have already find here, that is 3600 meters square equal to length 90 meter. Given the question, isn't it? 90 meter into breadth. So breadth will be equal to 3600 divided by 90, and we got 40 meter. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let's go to the next question. Hello my dear student, next we have question number 8. Question number 6 is just like question number 5. You can just see question number 5 and you can continue your question number 6 as a practice out. And also question number 7 is very simple. Just go through this to find out some area and the perimeter or the sides of the rectangle from the given information. 6 and 7 are also keeping for you to practice. And now let's go to question number 8. This is the last question of the exercise. Here we are going to do some more things here, like see, it is about a dimension of a room. Okay, for example, a room, you know that door is there, isn't it? And 4 walls are there. So no need of 3 more walls. Forget about it. Keep there. A wall is there. In a wall, only wall. Okay, a wall. There is a wall where a door is there. So what happened? Door. The dimension of the door is given here as 2 meter length and 1 meter breadth. And dimension of the wall is 4.5 meter and 4.5 meter length, 3.6 meter breadth. So what we are going to do is that we are going to find out the total cost of painting white. White was means painting white color, okay, on the wall. Okay, at the rate of rupees 20 per meter square. At the rate of rupees 20 per meter. For 1 meter square, 20 rupees will be. So how much the area of the wall? We'll find out and we'll multiply with this way. Then we'll get the total cost. But first of all, what we have to get in our idea is that there is a door. So we have to subtract the area of the door. We have to exclude it. We have to exclude that. We have to minus the area of the door first, because door is not going to be whitewashed. We don't do that whitewash in the door, isn't it? So we have to take out that area of the door that occupied to the wall or occupied to the area of the wall. So we have to first find out the area of the door, again area of the wall, then we subtract the area of the wall from the area of the, we'll subtract the area of the door from the area of the wall. Then we'll get the total area of the wall to be whitewashed. And we'll multiply that area with this way, 20 rupees per meter square. Okay, so first of all, area of the door is equal to how much? 2 meter into 1 meter. That means 3 meter or 2 meter square. Isn't it? 2 meter square is the area of the door. Now next, area of wall. Area of the wall is equal to how much? 4.5 meter into 3.6 meter. Okay, that means how much? Let us multiply here. 4.6 into 3.6. Sorry, 4.5. Okay, yes, 4.5. We are getting here 162 meters square. 162 meter, sorry, 16.20 meters square. That means 16.2 meters square we got it. Okay. So now we get the area of the wall is equal to 16.2. Okay, or 20. You don't write the 0 also, there is no changes. Okay. So now what we have to do is that we have to subtract the area of the dot from the area of the wall, isn't it? Now area of the dot how much? 2. Area of the wall 16.2 meter square minus 2 meter, isn't it? That means how much we are getting here? We are getting here 14.2 meter square. Now 14.2 meter square is the total area of the wall to be whitewashed. This is the area to be whitewashed, isn't it? Therefore, the total cost of whitewash, the total cost of the whitewash you see here will be how much? Equal to 14.2 into rupees 20. No need of meter square again. Take this value 14.2 and multiply. So here we are getting here 284. Okay, 0.0. So this is rupees 284 is the total cost of the whitewash. So here we have the last questions. Last question of the exercise 11.1, and with this we finish the exercise. So let us go for the next part of the chapter. So hello friends, next part of the chapter is triangle is the part of rectangle. So we know the area of the rectangle, isn't it? That is length to breadth, and we know the perimeter of the rectangle, that is twice L plus B, isn't it? So here what we are going to study is we are going to study the triangle. A geometrical figure is called triangle. So this triangle let us study as it is a part of rectangle. Let us draw one rectangle here. Like this, a rectangle is here. So I will show you this is the length and this is the breadth here, isn't it? And then what I'm going to do is that area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Length to breadth, isn't it? Length to breadth. Now, this same rectangle I will draw here. Okay. Now, length here breadth. Now here we come to the point that how we can see that the triangle is the part of rectangle. Just I will draw one line here joining these two vertices, and you can see that the triangle, two triangles are there, isn't it? The rectangle is divided into two triangles. Now this is divided as now two equal triangle. Two equal triangle. Okay. That means the rectangle is divided into two halves. Got it? Yes. So what happened? So area of a triangle here, first triangle you see, this is second triangle here. So first triangle you see here, or any of the triangle, area of a triangle from this, okay, this will be half of the area, isn't it? Yes, half of the area of rectangle, isn't it? Half of the area of the rectangle. Alright, so therefore what happened? Area of triangle will be equal to half into, what is the area of the rectangle? This L into B. Okay, now we got here half L into B we got it. Means area of the triangle is the half of the rectangle, half the rectangle. So this will be a general formula for all the triangle that you find in the next exercise or next lesson. Okay. So my dear student, you see, can you see one line here, straight line, isn't it? Yes. This. So the straight line that drop perpendicular on the base line of the triangle. If it is triangle, then this is called the base. This is called the base. Okay. Now if you take out this as a triangle, then this line is called base now. So a perpendicular line drop to the base is called altitude or height. Is I-G. It's height of the triangle. Now this height and the B are same. Therefore, what happens? Area of triangle. Triangle is equal to half L. Half into L. What is the L? L is base. Now half into base into what is the B here? B is the height. It is ECIG. So this is the formula for finding out the area of the triangle. Okay, area of the triangle, please. Please note down this and try to understand it. Okay, then let us go to the next part of the lesson. Next one is area of parallelogram. Parallelogram. You know what is parallelogram? Yes. Let's understand first this figure. This is the rectangle. This is the rectangle where you find that the opposite sides are equal. These opposite sides are equal, isn't it? This pair of opposite sides also equal. So rectangle is a figure that where the opposite sides are equal. The pair of opposite sides are equal and the angle forming at the joining of the sides are all 90 degrees. And it is rectangle. So in this figure you find that opposite sides are equal. This opposite side are equal, and if you find that the angle forming at the place where the two sides are meeting is 90 degrees, then this is rectangle. But in the case where opposite sides are equal, like this, equal, isn't it? And the other pair also, the other opposite pair also equal like this. But the angle here is not 90 degrees. Here also not 90 degrees. If the angle forming at the corner is not 90 degrees, but you find that the pair of opposite sides are equal. These two are also equal. These two are also equal, and it is called parallel. And you find that the angle also will not be 90 degrees. Okay. So in the parallelogram, you find that opposite sides are equal. This and this equal. This and this. This one and this one equal. This one and this one will be equal, as well as they are also parallel. Like these two are parallel, these two are parallel, these two are parallel, these two are parallel. But this is a parallelogram where the angles is not 90 degrees. Okay, but this is a parallelogram where the angle is 90 degrees. then it is called rectangle. Rectangle is a special type of rectangle. Okay, so rectangle means when the angle is 90 degree, if the angle is not 90 degree, then it becomes a parallelogram like this. Okay, parallelogram. So now my dear student, we are going to find out the area of the parallelogram. So area of the parallelogram is just like the rectangle. So this also will be equal as the area of the rectangle. But we will not count it as the area of the rectangle, but we will count it as okay. Now I will go one more. Same here, like this, a parallelogram. Okay. Think that this is a parallelogram where these two sides are equal as well as they are parallel. Okay. Now, sorry, a parallelogram. Okay. A parallelogram like this. So think that if you just cut here, if you just cut here, then, and if you paste on this side, okay, then you will get like this. This part will be suppose x part. So this part, you can get this part. Now, after removing this and pasting here, now you get here the same rectangle, isn't it? Rectangle. So, what is this line dropping here called? It's called height. Height of the parallelogram, and the line on which the foot of the height falls is called base. Okay, yes. So therefore, what about in the rectangle, it is length and it is breadth. Okay. So what happened? We know that area of the rectangle, area is equal to L into B. In it, here area of parallelogram will be like the area of the rectangle, isn't it? Like the area of the rectangle. It's same as the area of the rectangle. But what happened? L here is base into here breadth, isn't it? Here is height. That means area of the parallelogram is base into height. Okay. So my dear students, with this we come to the end of today's session, and exercise 11.2 will continue in the next video and with other some portion of the chapters. So for today here let us end. We will come to the end part of today's session. So we meet again in the next video. Till then, have a nice day all of you, and thank you once again for watching my video. Take good care. Bye bye.